Hey guys, SkyhawkJD here, and thank you for coming to my Q&A. I haven't done these in a while, but I'm really excited to do this, so let's go ahead and get started. First question from Gojirito. Do you consider doing art commissions in the future? Maybe, I don't know yet, because I do regular art, and then I do this animated art that I use software to like make them move and come to life. So maybe not. I don't know yet. He also asks, if you could only bring one game to a deserted island with infinite power supply for your TV and console, which game would it be? Okay, now that's a hard one because I am a huge gamer, but I would have to say the game Rare Replay, which is all the games from Rare, like 30 of them, into one game. But I'm also a supporter of bringing Rare Replay to the Switch and adding Donkey Kong 64, Star Fox Adventures, and GoldenEye to the games, and any other Nintendo games that Rare made. I would like to see that all in there. Which animal would you like to be reincarnated to? Maybe a hawk, so I can fly and see the world. Or maybe German Shepherd, because that's my favorite animal. But thank you for asking. Sean DW asks 3 questions. 1. What thing should they bring back in Animal Crossing New Horizons? Good question. What I would love to see is, 2 things actually. 1, Tortimer Island. So Animal Crossing New Horizons could have co-op gameplay, multiplayer. And I want to see the ability for us to swim in the ocean again and go underwater and dig out some, they had like deep sea crabs and lobsters and all that other stuff. I would love to see that. He also asks, what do you think of the Kirby series? I'm not a huge fan of it as you are, but I do love the Kirby series. The very first game I played was on the Game Boy Advance was Kirby Return to Dreamland, I think. And the very first power-up I ever got was the cutter from Sir Kibble, the boomerang thing. After that, I grew to love Kirby. I ended up getting, Kirby Superstar Ultra, Kirby N64 on the Wii. I ended up getting Kirby Triple Deluxe, and just recently I got I got the robot one. So I love Kirby a lot, and it has become an amazing game. I hope they make a new one. Not with clay or yarn. Make another game just like the original Kirby's. That's what I'm looking forward to. Banjo remake on the Xbox or old Banjo on the Switch? A Banjo remake and the old Banjo-Kazooie games both on the Switch. Thank you for asking. Taylor asks, will you scream if Banjo-Kazooie and Tooie original or remastered ported to the Switch? Yes. I mean, have you guys seen me when Banjo-Kazooie was released for Super Smash Brothers? I mean, look at this.
Oh, that's a you sucked. No way. No. Yeah. Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably scream like that. Thank you for asking. My beautiful Jennifer asks, out of all the places you travel to, which one do you consider to be your favorite? Now, I've never been out of the country, but I have been to New York, I have been to Wisconsin, I have been to New Jersey, I have been to Virginia, I've been to Florida, California, Texas, and Puerto Rico, of course, my home island. But if I have to say my favorite, I'll say my home island, Puerto Rico. That's where my blood comes from. Thank you for asking. Super Chris Bros asks, How did you meet Banjo-Kazooie, and what are your memories and experiences with the franchises? Banjo-Kazooie has been my childhood since I was at least I think they were released around 1990 maybe. I was introduced to it by my older brother Josh. He had it on the N64. He gave me the remote to play a little bit of it, and I fell in love ever since. He quit it after Banjo-Tooie. I kept going, and it was the best game I ever played in my life. And my most favorite memory of the franchise is when I brought the N64 with me to Puerto Rico, because we went to go visit my grandfather and my grandmother on my mother's side to go with the family, and so did my aunt and uncle. They all went with us, and I brought the N64 and I brought Banjo-Tooie. The funniest thing happens when I was playing it on the TV, and on the scene when in Banjo-Tooie Gruntilda's being raised from the dead, her sisters come by and they raising them up the boulder. I forgot her name. It's the really, really skinny one. She was like, ee, 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 ee. And I heard my aunt in the other room. She went like, Mina, ¿qué está? Ee, 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 ee. Which translated is, hey, what is that? Ee, 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 ee. That was one of the funniest things that happened when I was that age. Thank you for asking. Kirby Yokai asks, if there's going to be another Monster Hunter game for the Switch, are you thinking about doing a Monster Hunter live stream series? That's a hard one. I would say yes and I would say no, because I'll be playing that game even out of the live stream. What I really want is Monster Hunter World to come to the Switch. I know it's not going to happen most likely, but I'm still a believer. But to answer your question, I would say both yes and no, because I would be continuing the game even without live streaming it. But thank you. Carter King asks, how many beans? You know, Carter, I'm actually really glad you asked this question. That's actually a really amazing question. And I'm so glad we live in a society where we're allowed to ask questions. Because if we don't have the ability to ask questions, all we have is statements. Deku asks, is there a game or game series you've thought about checking out but never got around to it? There is actually a few, but that's a hard one actually. If I had to choose a game franchise that I never got, it had to be Dante's Inferno. I tried a bit of it, but I didn't like it. It reminded me too much of Bayonetta. But to give you a full, complete answer, it would have to be the Sonic games for the GameCube. I really wanted to get into Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic 06. I know it got a lot of hate, but I never got to it, and never did. Our last question for today is from Sogu Rikia. Apologies if I did not say that right. Who do you think would be the fighter from ARMS in Smash? Okay, now I never played ARMS. I played the demo, but I never got into the game. But I don't think it's Springman because he's already an assist trophy. I always thought there was this one character who had springs as her hair. Like, it was this white hair. It was big. It wasn't a big lady, but it was like a tall lady with springs in her hair to fight with. I always thought that would be, the fighter for the game. But I could be wrong. Thank you all for asking all these questions. I had a great time answering, and please keep an eye out for future videos. I will see you all then. And before I go, I want to say a big thank you to everybody who has seen my 007 GoldenEye Animal Crossing remake. It was a real blessing that I've never gotten that many views and that many likes on any of my videos, so it's a real blessing. Thank you all so much. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.